window, so that we only have to draw.
So on blacklisted GPUs or machines which don't have GPU support, with the Aura Compositor, what does the GPU process do? Or it's either
Well, we
or.
don't.
It's either or, right? It's software
We don't
or
launch it.
hardware.
We don't launch the process, right?
Right, we don't launch the process, or maybe we try once and then we realize that it's DOA and so we don't.
If the page uses WebGL and certain other things, it will launch it just for a Swift shader. Swift shader will still run in there, but
Oh, it runs Swift shader.
Yeah, if he has WebGL content,
And-
which is very rare.
it'll flash 3D things as well.
So in that case, software compositor is disabled, right? It's Aura Compositor is confused.
Actually, I'm not positive. I think, and that's where John Bowman would be able to answer because that we changed this recently. I think what we try to do is still use the software compositor, but for WebGL stuff, we give it to the GPU process to Swift shader, then we read it back, and then put it into a texture layer thing so that it gets added to the list of things to draw. So we still composite, but we do it using Skia, but all the WebGL stuff is done using Swift shader.
And the readback isn't nearly as bad because it's a system memory rather
More confusion.
Everything's Skia in that case. So there's three. You said there's normally 2 extra blits, and now there's 3, sort of, because you're blitting Skia to a texture, then your texture to a render, and then render to the browser. So we could get rid of all of them theoretically.
Well,
Since
you
they're
need
all
at least
Skia.
one. You need at least one.
Okay, but it could paint directly to the screen. Pretty much.
Well, no, because of the sandbox, and that's already the case, in the previous
Well,
architecture, right?
It's
We don't want to give the H-wing to the renderer.
There's 2
which-
blits. In the old software path, it's 2
Sorry, I
blits.
didn't-
Blit to transport div and from transport div to screen DZ.
But it could do whatever it is that it needs to do in the browser instead. Like, it's Skia still, so it,
So we're not there yet. It's sort of like future stuff. Skia has a way, so we still need to produce all the Skia commands in the renderer because only the WebKit knows what to render. Right? We can do things. Well, we could write the software to be able to do things like record all those Skia commands, send them to the browser, and the browser would execute them.
So basically a Skia command buffer instead
Yes.
of the GPU one.
Skia actually has sort of this facility internally. Today it's completely unsafe to transfer over IPC. So
Because it has local reference, right?
it has local references. It's not meant to.
How
So
much
you can
hardening
serialize
would
it. Sorry,
How much hardening would be necessary though?
it's actually something we studied.
Okay.
In a restricted subset for now, Aura Compositor, there's one thing that doesn't work today is filters, which is a HTML feature where it gets done through Skia, and then we end up needing to do it in the browser. So we need to transfer this thing. Right now we disable it, nobody uses it anyway, but we want to fix this. So we are working on hardening Skia's serialization format, starting with the filter stuff and then maybe expanding to everything. Once we have everything, it is conceivable that we can transport it to the browser and then run it in the browser.
So it will be like a display list kind of deal?
Yeah. We're not there yet, but it's conceivable, yes.
it's not early yet by then.
So we are approaching.
Yes. We
For-
have another meeting after this, so actually I
Yeah.
have to run.
So it's
but
4 p.m.
Any quick question?
Impulse IP painting?
Should we reconvene for more stuff?
You guys want to do another hour of this some other day?
It's the text stuff as well.
Yeah, when are we
Yeah,
gonna
I
have text?
you
Kind of wondering if we can ever do text rendering on the GPU, because I know that's kind of possible in some cases that aren't
Let's-
in
Let's reconvene maybe next week or whenever, like an extra hour to go over some of those things. I'm not either an expert on all of these topics, but if we make a list of things that we want to touch, you know, how do I video decode? I can do this. We probably want to get a webkit like Sean or someone to do impulse painting. We may want to invite Nat. Text and accelerated Skia. Anyone from the compositor team, I guess we'll have to do because mostly it's the people in the East Coast. But,
Excellent, thank you.
yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.